Hello, everybody. Hello. Amor, Frank, Sueda, RC, and basketball. Kelly Marie, Frederick, Basil, Norma Jean, +1. Welcome to the Adrienne Ross Show. UConn going off. USC about to come on. You can see I'm sideways over here because I got the TV on the other end of my desk. So I'm just chilling. If I fall asleep, you guys, if I fall asleep, you know, I'm just sleeping. Okay, Sherry's in the house. Lindy's here. GM. Late night game about to go down. UConn just got the win. Hey, D. Joseph's in the house as well. Rose Jr., Milton, Rick. I missed some of you guys scrolling through. We'll see how Juju is. She hurt herself last time. What's up, Don? I'm munching on vitamin C drops. These are vitamin C drops. Don, Connie, Potato Head, everybody in the house. Connie Smith. So we're going to see what goes on. UConn did its thing. Paige Becker's balled out for her last game at, what is it, Gamble Pavilion. Went off for 34 points. The 3 SEC teams who have lost have done so in close overtime games. Okay. UConn got a tough road. Lily and Daisy. So Juju got hurt last time because her coach doesn't like to take her out when they're up like $1 million worth of points. Yeah, I saw some of that. Pretty no. Latson went off. So Juju with her left hand, her ankle. Yeah, I don't think her coach is the best fit for her future in terms of her development, but hey. Yeah, she smoked. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Mike. So here's the thing. I have figured out how to do split screen. Yeah, they said Juju should be fine right now. I have figured out how to do split screen. Here's my issue. If I put the points up, it always seems like the stats on ESPN are ahead of me. And I don't want to give away the game. What do you guys prefer? I'll show you what we got going on here. I'll show you shortly what we have going on. People usually want to see the stats, but the stats can be ahead of us sometimes. No stats, the score, I mean. Amor says don't put the score up. Okay. I don't have to put it up, but some people have always have wanted me to do that. Yeah, it is weird. It's always ahead. Okay, so I won't do it. So I'm gonna try to get back to the regular screen instead of the split screen. We'll see what happens here. Cause I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. Let me get rid of that. Make this bigger. All right. It'll just be us. No stats. All right. Here we go. Number 9, Mississippi. Number 1, USC. A foul in like no time against Mississippi. Okay. Bob Masters. Yeah, Tennessee. That was a good one. I got to watch some of it, but yesterday was a really busy day. Busy day, Donna. But I did get home to see most of it. I had church yesterday and last night. And I don't like doing these blowout games. Like these games, like I don't want to watch 60-point blowouts and stuff. At least not regularly, like not completely. Watch, do something else. Juju starts with a miss. Here comes Mississippi. Travel there. That's 2 turnovers. Mississippi. I'm rooting for Mississippi State. What about you guys? Yes, church comes first. We don't always have a Sunday night service, but we did have a guest last night. I got home in time to see a lot of that game, though. But I just didn't go online. I know, Iowa. That was tough to see. Okay. USC. 3-0. What did we do in our bracket? I'm sure we went with USC, right? Y'all can see I'm chilling because the TV's right here. So another one. Layup. 5-0. Not good. What's up, April G in the house? Maryland and Alabama. That was the overtime game. My kids were born in Gulfport, Mississippi. Okay, so that's the reason for us to root for them. Scorpions in the house too? Oh, man. Everything but the finish there. Here comes Juju. Got a 2-on-1. And instead of giving it up, Juju draws the foul. That's the part when I did my video. You got a 2-on-1 fast break. Juju fakes the pass, takes it up. Why not pass it? Why not pass the ball instead of expecting to get bailed out? Which, of course, she did. Too much reliance on a free throw. Just give up the ball. But that's her coach's influence, in my opinion. April, Frank, RC, Frederick, Norma, Rick, hello. Marlene is in the house. All right. Yeah, a bit of a hog, but her coach enables that. I'm like 2-on-1 break. Get the easy basket. See, she missed the free throw, the second free throw. She gets 1. She could have had 2. Somebody else could have had 2. 0-6 though. Mississippi pull up from the line, misses again. Nothing but gold underneath. Here comes Juju. They shut her down. She kicks it out. Splash. 3-point. 9-0. Yep. Timeout. This is what I'm saying. Wow. 9 zilch. Ooh, she got CC Iowa number retirement basketball the other day. They are struggling already. That's right. They are struggling. So what we got here for stats? Let me get these stats up. Mhm. I figured out how to do the split screen today. I downloaded whatever I had to download for the split screen so I can have my stats on the side and the box score, but it's always ahead and that just takes away from it. It gives it away. So Amor says, don't do it. You're driving, Kelly? Sea Smoke says, Juju's game doesn't excite me at all. It's the same thing every game. Try to muscle her way to the rim with brute force. Hope to get a foul. We're going to see what she does tonight. Paige certainly did her thing. No, Amor, I think you're right, though. I mean, as much as I wanted to do it, I don't think most people want to have it, be looking at a game and already know the person made the shot. So I wish I could sync with ESPN. Harold says, hey, from West Virginia. Yep, Paige went 34 points. Her last home game. They gave her a nice ovation. So we'll see. You don't want to be down 9 in their gym, but such is the case. Yes, go Notre Dame. How you guys doing with your brackets? I'm at 94.5%, I think, for the ARS show. Adrienne Ross show. Our brackets. Let me pull it up. Let's see. Guys, I am about to unveil, hopefully in a couple days, if that, a t-shirt. Y'all gonna want to get this t-shirt. I can't wait. You got your hair day. Who, me? Oh my goodness, I'm having the worst hair day ever, but thank you. My bracket, that was the Adrienne Ross show bracket. We did it on live. I have Notre Dame. We did a live stream and picked them together. The members of the channel did. Well, it was a public live stream, but the members of the channel picked them, even though we didn't agree 100%. Okay, Notre Dame says we'll give you $2 for that. I say thank you, Notre Dame. Notre Dame says, I appreciate you picking us to win it. You are welcome. Thank you so much. I picked some things at the end that I don't necessarily think is going to happen, but are going to happen, I should say. But I hope, I'm hoping. What's up, Retro? So let me see. Where are my picks? Okay, my picks. My brackets. I'm at 97.6%. I've earned 550 points so far. And today, it's 11-0, guys. The only thing I got wrong today was Iowa versus Oklahoma. And I knew that was and Kansas. Oh, that was Kansas State versus Kentucky. That was the other day. But Iowa versus Oklahoma, and I knew that it was a possibility, but I didn't want to root against Iowa in this round. So Running by 2. Okay. Can they get on the board? Come on, Mississippi State. Nice spin. And still nothing. Here comes Juju. Wow, skip pass. Another skip. There's Juju. Kicks it out to the other team. Now they can get on the board. Finally, got the layup. $11-2. Now what's up? Marshall misses the layup for USC. Miss. Mississippi got to get it together. It was you, Askabum. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Thank you. So yeah, the Adrienne Ross show brackets. We had Notre Dame. We picked Notre Dame. What else? Who do you guys have winning? Those of you who went a different direction, who do you have winning the whole thing? I could be on the couch right now. I got a chair up here, got my feet up. It's Juju. Just throws it up, draws the foul. Oh my goodness. It's just, I'm sorry. I just don't find that fun to watch. I know she don't care whether I find it fun or not, but I don't find it fun just running into traffic and going to the line constantly. Oh my goodness. Okay, UConn. Okay, so we got UCLA, UConn. I didn't want to go with UConn. I could have gone with the USC, but the Lady Vols at their best, they could be both Texas. Exactly. That would make me the happiest. OSU. Yeah, right. Hey, Vonda's in the house. Special whistle. And some of it is legitimate calls, but it's just like, it's just so, I don't know. It's like, it's annoying. And they're trapping. And they're right in the trap. And okay. Can they get on the board again? Can they score again? She gets the calls. Marlon says, oh, Kiki just took it. There's Juju. Uh-oh. She's hurt. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. She's really hurt. Oh, man. I hate to see that. I hate to see that. Oh, my goodness. Oh. And that was a situation I thought, give the ball up. I'm looking at her going into traffic and I'm thinking, give the ball up. Man, Lord, touch her. She's hurt. Oh. I don't know. I have to see she went into trash. She had 2. It was like 2. And she had a teammate on the left side. And she went hard to the basket. I'm hoping maybe she just banged knees. I'm sitting up here holding my right knee because, oh, Lord Jesus, touch her. Jesus' name. Okay, she's getting up. They're helping her up. Oh, man, in Jesus' name. It's her right knee. She can't. She's just trying to find the strength to try to stand. Oh, man. You can see her face. She could just. Nope. She can't even stand on it. Oh, my goodness. They got to carry her off. Oh, man. That just sucked the oxygen out of the room. They're not showing it, and now they show her commercial. Oh my goodness. They're not showing the replay, but as I was watching that, I'm thinking it was congested. She ran right into those two players, and she had a player right on over there on her left. And I'm thinking, give the ball up, give the ball up. But they didn't show it back to see exactly what happened. Mercy. I don't even know if there was a contest. I don't know. And usually they would show it back, but just maybe out of respect for everything right now, they didn't want to show it. I don't know. Yes, Thrifty, you are. Of course, Cheryl Swoops did mess up her knee when she played, in the WNBA. It didn't, when it was Cheryl, it didn't stop her from coming back and busting people down, though, after she came back. A little bit of time of getting the mental part out of her head. That's always the hardest part. And then she was winning championships again. Here it is again. Okay. So see the two and you see the one open? I don't see contact. Let me see it again. I don't see the contact before she's going down. Did it just go? But this is what I'm saying about the person on the other side. I wonder if it just popped. Okay. I don't see any contact. I'm thinking that it just went. I agree, D. They're calling it a common foul. I don't see a foul. I see. What's that noise? I feel like it might have just went. See, Smoke, I mean, not to say anything other than what I was just saying at the beginning of the game, that she has to give that ball up there. She didn't step on the foot. I don't see her stepping on the foot. That's why I'm wondering if it just gave. Either way, it's just so sad. It's horrible. Unbelievable. I agree, Amor. That's what it just looks like. It went. Why are they booing though? Yeah, she was attempting a Euro step. That did not look like any. There wasn't any. I didn't see any contact, so I don't know where they get the foul from. I mean, I feel bad for her. Obviously, it does make my heart hurt, but that doesn't make it. Of course, it doesn't make it a foul, but I think so too, Albert. I think it was just a step. It just went. I've heard of situations like that with whether it's an Achilles or whether it's a knee where it just goes. Oh, man. Yeah, I hear you, Marlon. Okay, April said, I rewatched it several times. Her knee gave out, which is exactly because as she's making the move, you see her grab her knee as she's making the move before she goes down or anything. And that's you're right, Richard. That Euro step, at full blast puts a lot of pressure on that right knee. If you're going right, left. LA said, I injured my knee 2 years ago, never been the same. I hear you too. That's why I'm sitting here rubbing my knee. I know about knees. I know about ankles. I know about Achilles. Not fun. Yeah. I mean, you can be the same. And a lot of it then becomes mental. But man, I'm sure we'll get an update. VVS, she was. I knew when I saw her face, I knew it was bad. Oh man, you tore your ACL too? Wow. When I first saw her face, I thought it was her hand again. Remember last game it was the ankle, but it was also her hand. And you know what, LA? It's either they're gonna choke or it's gonna fuel them. Because it's still 2-7. They still only have 2, Mississippi. Either it's going to fuel them, but this kind of thing, you know what's so interesting with these injuries? Sometimes it affects the other team just as much. It's like the whole oxygen just comes out of everybody. I used to do like this little mini Euro, like I don't even know if I call it a Euro, but it was like a step in one direction, fake the thing and go up, like the Cynthia Cooper one, because that's where I got it from. But it's not like it's different from this, what they're doing now, this around the world kind of thing. I had my heart broken twice. Oh, man. April says, didn't she injure her? Yes. It could be. Now, they had talked earlier in the game and said she was fine because she hurt her hand too in the last game. Or the game before. She had hurt her hand, something like that. And then the last game was her ankle with up 37, I guess, in the fourth quarter, and her coach had her in the game. In this situation, of course, obviously very early in the game. Man, they can't catch a break. I know, right? For everybody. Yeah, she's been pushing it. And that's why I said, man, you was just talking about this at the beginning of this game. Her coach concerns me, even as far as her future. I mean, I know she's your star and I know you want, big things from her. Sometimes I just can't figure it out. Yeah. For real. 4-17. Only one field goal. Skip pass. Woo. Down and out, USC. Okay. The steal. Oh, nice. And again, misses again. Another offensive rebound. Kiki. She scores. Gave it to her at the free throw line. Well, prayerfully, it's not in torn ACL. Yeah, her coach definitely. Man, even when they're at the basket, Mississippi can't get in. Finally, they got one. 6-19. Yeah. I know, Sherry, right? And definitely not. I never want to see anybody get her. Ah, man. All right, Kiki taking over. take some attention away from CC and AR, right? Maybe some just play basketball, right? But they never make it about just basketball, sadly. Steal. 2-1. Good. See, she gives it up. That's the thing. She gives the ball up. And a steal. She stepped on the line. She stepped on the line first. Good, some good D. But she was on the line. Well, I think it might be a blowout because Mississippi. Whew. But she gives it up. This is what I'm saying. Praying for Juju. Amen, Anya. You're doing all right now. Yep. I think she was out of bounds before the foul. Oh, mercy. So, looking at these brackets. Why are they booing? 42 seconds to go. Mississippi is like, I don't know what to do. Down, square up. And one. Okay, they got an and one. Good for them. 8:25. Juju used to transfer. Who was her team? One of our teammates just entered the portal. Said, I want out of here. And I'm not sure why he got out of here, but I think some people have an idea of why they think she wanted out. Yeah, I'm sure the fans are emotional. All right, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. And for 3. Woo! What's her name? She's the one who came in for Juju. Dropping shots. 28-8. Wow. Wow. All right, let me look at the box score real quick, and then let's look at who's up in this Sweet 16. Man, that just is wild, man. What we got? Where are we? Okay, so the box score. So we have, I mean, my goodness, Mississippi has Jordan number 2 with 6 points and Russell number 4 with 2. So Jordan with 6, Russell with 2. Nothing from the bench. And USC, Kiki has 6. Smith has 7. Juju has 3. Talia has 3. And off the bench, Howell has 7. She's the one who came in for Juju. She's got 7. Heckle has 2. 28-8. My goodness, Mississippi is shooting 18.9% from the field. Oh my goodness. 18.8% from the field. And USC is shooting 64.3% from the field and 3 of 6 from 3, 7 of 10 from the free throw line. That's true, Pope. That was one of the things I was saying. There are always less upsets in the women's game. Robert says Juju's the ball hog and don't make her team better. I'm telling you, this team will probably play better. They don't have to cater to a record. Well, regardless of the record chaser part, I definitely think sometimes in situations like this, you find that people will play better. Number one, they're inspired to play better. And number two, other people get more involved, because sometimes when you have that one star, everybody kind of gets caught in the standing around and watching. And in this case, they pass the ball more and they end up playing more like a team. So it was her left ankle. She hurt her right knee. Well, I imagine the internet is a buzz right now over there on Twitter. Sometimes when your body's trying to compensate for an injury, the part that's compensating gets hurt. Yeah, for real. Right? So it was her left ankle and her right knee. So, but they said it was fine. She had a shoot around today and all that. Okay, so let's see. The Sweet 16. Let me see what we got here. Share the screen. Let us see. All right. What, Trooper? So for the Sweet 16, which starts on Sunday, I believe, we've got UCLA versus Ole Miss. I'm waiting to see what they say. Okay, so UCLA versus Ole Miss, South Carolina versus Maryland. No update, they said. Listen to Holly Rowe. LSU, North Carolina State. Oh, that's going to be a good one, y'all. LSU and North Carolina State. Then North Carolina and Duke. Oh, we're down to the ones that are going to be good ones. Texas and Tennessee. Oh, my goodness. Notre Dame and CCU. Oklahoma and UConn. Oh, man. Woo. Yes. Oh, Friday? It says the 28th, right? What date is that? What day is that? Friday. Yes, ma'am. Friday. You're right. So wait a second. We got to redo the bracket. Oh, man. I saw that title, Sea Smoke, but I didn't watch, so I don't know what that's about. Well, Robert, sadly, it can happen to anybody. It's one of those occupational hazards. I got to see some of that UCLA game yesterday. I had them in my mind. I was picking them to go a little bit farther, but then when we were doing the brackets together, I agreed with everybody else, so I gave them a loss. I never thought Iowa could play so bad. Oh, man. No update yet. Yes, we're praying that it's a good report. Yeah, Christina, she got hurt real bad. It was ugly. Oh, over there on Twitter? All right, it's 12:31. At least Mississippi is 12. Okay, April. April says her birthday is next Tuesday, God willing. Happy early birthday, April. Next Tuesday, so 8 days. 8 days, you're going to be 25 years old again. Oh, Sherry says she has to pull for Texas. Oh, my goodness. Amor says, advance happy birthday, April. All because of CC. I can't stop watching basketball now. Both men and women go Knicks. Okay. I haven't caught any of the men's. Down with the Longhorns. Down. Happy birthday, early April. April, that means your birthday is in April. Is that why? Is that why you were named April? Oh my goodness, your birthday is on April Fool's Day. Your family would disown you. We don't have to tell them. Oh man, this is a blowout, y'all. Y'all know I don't do these blowouts. 35-14. LSU, UConn, South Carolina, and Notre Dame. Happy birthday, April. Wrong game for a lot. Exactly. That's why I've been avoiding these. That's one of the reasons I've been avoiding them. But I was gonna do UConn, and I'm like, let me see how it goes. Maybe I'll jump on around halftime, and then I'm like, oh man, this is another blowout. Oh, her braids, it's cute. She's got them crossed over. April, I was 25 years old about 50 years ago. I say she's 25 years old again. All right, we got to root for a good game. Come on, we got to root for a good. Yeah, Friday's gonna be better. Come on, give us a game, Mississippi. Show that Southern pride. Foul, good call. Yep. Oh, Lindy, your mom too. Happy birthday to your mom. It's 14-35. Mercy. And they don't even have Juju in. Let me go in over. I'm gonna go over to Twitter, which I don't ever do, but I'm just kind of curious. Let's see. Ah, man. Okay, they're showing it. I see somebody has it posted. Man. Yeah, I think it just went. I'm watching it. I think it just went. I don't see any contact. Somebody said Juju Watkins about to come out of the locker room like Paul Pierce. And they're showing that when they were carrying him. Let me see. Well, actually, on this angle, I do see contact. Oh, okay. Okay, I do see the foul now. I see the foul. Oh, no. Somebody else is down. Oh, my goodness gracious. Somebody else is down. Lord, touch her. It was her head. Mercy. This is wild, man. From this angle, hold on, let me see this one. All right, let me show you this angle I see on Twitter, and I could see an arm went into Juju, which jerked her body, and then she tilted that way, and that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm going to show it to you and see what you think, but I can see the I can see the contact. All right, let's see. Yes, I agree. Amen, Sherry, in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, here it is. Make this larger, put this on. All right, so I'm gonna play this and see what you think. Okay, so I don't think it was a dirty play. Not enough. It seems to me, yeah, I don't think it was dirty, but it seems to me that she bumped her and Juju's leg went down like this. Can I slow it down? Okay. Yeah, I'll slow it down. So I didn't see the contact at first, but here, see, you can see it now. Her arm is wrapped up right here. So her arm is wrapped up. So here we are. Juju's going. Juju sticks out her elbow. And then her arm to Juju's side. But there's not a lot of contact there. But there's the right knee going like that. I usually don't like to watch these things over. They make my stomach hurt. There's a bump and her ankle. I mean, maybe her knee went first. I don't know. What do you guys think? She initiated. Yeah, they came out and, oh, you mean stretchers instead of picking her up? Oh, man. That kind of reminds me, Brett says, of Cameron Brink. You know, I never saw that. And I usually don't rewatch these things because I really got a weak stomach. But you see her cuff the ball. She's using her elbow to prepare for the Euro step. If anything, Mississippi State player's arm was in a supportive position. That didn't look like a bump. Offensive foul on Juju sticking that elbow out. Well, that wouldn't be an offensive foul if she didn't, just by sticking it out, but it might have tangled the girl's arm. Her ankle gave way, he said. Rostam says. The overhead shows when she planted her foot down, the foot slid. What did Brett say? Oh, Cameron. It wasn't intentional in Juju. Hannah got calls with the flagrant foul. I think at this level they should have better medical preparation. Juju lost control. The knee looks like it just went. That's what I saw. That's what I thought when I first saw it at the different angle. Yeah. I just want to see this one more time and see what it is again. This is a really narrow angle. She definitely gets bumped. She gets bumped because you see her body moves over to the right. So she certainly gets bumped. Unless you, yeah, yeah. There's a bump for sure. Anyway. Mm. Obviously that's not her same ankle. She had issues with left. Right. The issues were her left ankle, but some people are saying that sometimes when you have an issue with the left, then you have an issue with the opposite side of your body. Her body was compensating for the left ankle. It just looked like her knee gave out. Hopefully nothing serious, but the way she grabbed her knee, yeah. And the way she was you could just tell. I mean, you could tell it was excruciating. The foot got stuck to the court as her momentum went to, yeah. Whew. Oh man. Anyway, it's 5 minutes left in the second quarter, so hopefully by halftime there'll be some kind of update. Well, George Foreman is probably rejoicing in heaven right now, so he might say it's okay. But yeah, that was kind of a like, wow, George Foreman. He shared his testimony of when he came to Christ. They shared that on Instagram. I saw that. It was powerful. Yeah. The only thing is that at that angle, I could just see her. I still got your birthday up here, April. Hey, celebrating April. The only thing I could see from that angle was you could see when the arm went, she moved over a little bit, but did she move over because her knee gave, or it looked like on the bump? Y'all remember the lady on USC team? I told you I had a YouTube channel and Juju didn't talk to her much. She's the one that recently transferred. Oh, that's good. That's true, Sueda. At least they are at there. She's there at home. Yeah. Man. It's 16-38. What you got, Mississippi? They won't do an MRI until tomorrow, Lindy says. Okay, so Elle, Andrea, and Shanae in the studio talking about the impact of Juju Watkins' injury. Well, everybody knows there's an impact for sure on her team for her not when she can't play. Man, rough. Oh man. Just pass the ball, man. I agree, Albert. I agree. 18-38. Okay, Sherry says they might do it right away. I'm thinking with all the equipment they got, why are they waiting until tomorrow? And miss. But they getting these offensive rebounds. Because it's 7 p.m. Oh, they don't got no 7 p.m. Ain't there emergency rooms? Like, what do you mean MRI's closed? Surely with these college players, they got something. They don't need to change those rules. The percentage of players who come out after 4 years who don't make a roster in the WNBA is so large. I'm all for the finish the 4 years or 22 years old. Okay. All right. 23-38. That money, she got everything done right now. I would guess so too, Sueda. Okay, Tiona says ESPN shows a front view replay and it shows the attempted Euro step at the foul line, but they won't push that narrative. So common foul. Wow. Well, we'll see how they come out of the halftime. 9-0 run. There's that Euro step. 23-40. Yeah, I'm just not in favor of it. And I was glad to see Cheryl Miller say the same thing when she did hers. I just think it's a mistake. You get out, you're in over your head, you don't make a roster, stay in college, get your education. And most cases, many cases, I should say, you're not going to get a spot anyway. Why come out? Stay in. And they're making money now, which I don't agree with either, the amount of money they're making, but some of these players are making big time money right now. So they don't come out for what? I don't know if that percentage is the same. I mean, it's going to be a larger impact in the WNBA because they don't have that many players. So when you think about the percentage of players who don't make it, you're thinking of a large number compared to the full crop of people. Stay in school, get your education. Yeah, well, whether they could or should, two different stories. I don't think they should. Yeah, she came in and is doing some stuff. See smoke. 25-43, 158 to go. Do I think Lisa Leslie will join Dawn on the Carolina staff? I haven't heard. Have you heard anything about that? This is the first I'm hearing. Is that random or have you heard some things? Do I think they should get their degree early? No, I have a problem with that. No. But I don't mind the 22-year-old age because there's a certain level of maturity, especially going into the WNBA. That's going to be necessary. No, Pope, I've said that, and I said it before the game started. I just don't know how good she is for Juju in terms of nice pass, turn around, and hits the shot. I don't know how good she is for her in terms of a future. The way she the way she allows her to play, I'm not sure that's the best. And that part, yeah, I'm not really feeling. So Lisa has been with SC team. That's the narrative circulating online. Okay. Hey, Far from official news, but not far-fetched to me. Well, she said something about having some kind of contract coming or whatever. I thought that meant her working with Angel, but maybe you're on to something, or the people online are on to something. She says she would never try again for the WNBA, but maybe this is what she has going. That would be interesting. I think the WNBA needs to get 30 teams before they can discuss leaving college early. They don't have enough roster spots. Most second round picks don't make rosters. This is exactly what I'm saying. Most of them don't. What's the point? Do I think Lucy Olson? I think about that quite a bit. I don't know. I don't know. Some people are hoping that she goes to, some people were hoping that Indiana would pick her up. I don't really feel that way. What do you think about the coach of USC? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I feel like she's doing Juju a service. I think she kind of like, just go ahead, Juju, go play, and everybody else kind of figure out your way. I don't know. I'm not comfortable with her. Lisa was definitely at the South Carolina game yesterday, which is kind of strange to me. Yeah, she's not top 10, I guess. She's not going to be top 10, right? But Lucy needs to go to a team that can let her team or go play overseas for a year, bulk up, get more consistent. Lucy's a great player. There's just so much talent. People have been talking about Georgia more. I'm not familiar with her, but I know a lot of people are. USC coach complains too much. Just coach. Yeah, she does seem like a bit of a whiner. Hey, somebody might pick up Lucy like Kate Martin. Like they did with Kate Martin. Oh, man, Mississippi just blew the layup. That's the easiest shot you had all night. Oh, my goodness. You miss a chippy on one end, is a wild shot on the other end. Halftime, 27-50. And the crowd goes wild. Yeah, she's tiny. I hear a lot of people talking about her. April, no, not. I tell you what, April, it's gonna have to be really, really bad for Juju for them to keep her out. I've had situations where you hurt yourself and it just, well, of course, that looked totally different. But I have situations where you hurt yourself and you're like, oh my goodness, it's a wrap, and then you're surprised that you're okay. And then I've had situations where you feel like you're okay because the adrenaline is flowing, and then you realize that it was worse. But we're praying that it's not. Let's hear what they say. They said they're not going to speculate. The tenor of this game, but potentially determine. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's hard to watch any player. So they don't have any info either. Okay, BJ 12 and Lucy 3rd. Potentially, it's just really hard to see. Yeah, especially when it comes to a player that doesn't emote, that doesn't show emotion. So yes, we are sending our absolute best to Juju. She's one of the brightest stars the game has ever seen in a city that's known for making them. You know, the energy, you can just feel it. We can hear it. It's palpable in the Galen Center because of what she's brought back to the program. But what I've really been impressed by is how her team has rallied around. That's what I was thinking, because, you know, as we do it forward, think about all the time. Paige is too skinny because of her background. She won't get abused in the WNBA like CC. I tell you what, that Sarah Strong, that's a freshman. Lucy Olsen is not better than Kate Martin, not now anyway. Okay, I got you. Gatekeepers. This Sarah Strong, she's a freshman. Mercy. Her mom is Alice. If you didn't know, her mom is Allison Feaster, who played in the WNBA with Dawn Staley with Charlotte Sting. Yeah. She's a freshman. Okay, so another one says Martin is better than Olsen. Okay, yeah. But yeah, Allison Feaster, she played with Dawn Staley. And that's her mama. So Kiki, 15 points, 4 rebounds in the first half. minutes per game she plays. I'm not sure Martin is better, Vassal says. I don't know, but this just took the energy out of this game. Goodness gracious. Going back over here, see what's up. When do I guess I don't spend enough time in the comments on Twitter. When do we reach the place where everybody's comment is like some kind of meme of, what do you call them, memes or GIFs or GIFs or whatever those things are called? All kind of weird memes about different stuff. GIFs, GIF. Is it a GIF, a GIF, or GIF? Just stupid ones. Like, I don't get it. Woo. Like, okay, so like someone puts up prayers up for Juju Watkins, but they have to accompany it with one of those things with some random lady crying. Like, I don't get it. It just kind of, I just find it weird. Exactly, Tyrone. I wanted them to lose, but definitely don't want anybody to get hurt. April says, I'll never forget when Nika Mule tore her ACL overseas. Yeah, right? Didn't she just show up there? I'll never forget her screaming, echoing through the building. It was very heartbreaking. Yeah, yeah. When the ACL, I've seen rare occasions where people have found out that they had a torn ACL and never knew it. That's extremely rare. But generally speaking, it is like horrendous. The screaming. I think that's what happened with Cheryl Swoops. And didn't Rebecca Lobo, when she was a player, seems like I got a vision in my head of her tearing her ACL or meniscus. What was it? Yep. I remember now. So Rebecca Lobo, a former WNBA player, ESPN commentator, suffered a torn ACL in her left knee just 42 seconds into the New York Liberty's 1999 season opener. I knew I remember that. I could still picture her lying there squirming all over the ground. June 11, 1999. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. There it is. Oh, there's the. Oh, I'm watching that. Gross. I remember that, man. This is not that anybody wants to see it. Gross. But this was Rebecca Lobo. Why they got the video footage looks like it's ancient. This is Rebecca Lobo. 42 seconds in 1999. Ugh. Gross. I gotta stop that. Whew. Oh, Cheryl Miller played basketball with her brother. Didn't realize she tore hers. Neither did I. I pray Juju's injury doesn't keep her from playing UConn. I got tickets for that game. I want to see Juju Page live. It will be fire. JS said. USC statement. Oh, where'd you find that? Michael said USC statement on Juju Watkins injury. Juju Watkins is being evaluated by USC medicine staff and will not return to competition tonight's NCAA second round game. Michael found this for us. Thank you, Michael. Man. My daughter tore her ACL in college softball. They carry her off the field in the same way as Juju. My daughter played shortstop, blew her knee bad. Ooh. Yep, it is. Right, Sueda, it does look. It looks just like what Juju, how her leg went down. Tiger Woods played in the U.S. Open with a torn ACL and still won. Wow. Yeah, that's wild. A little different from basketball, of course, but still. Amen, RC. Yeah, golf is a little bit different, but so yeah. I agree, Sheila. Yeah, usually you can't stand. That's the weird thing. Like I said, I've heard of people who had a torn ACL and didn't realize it was torn. I think one of my players had done that when she was playing soccer, tore her ACL. And then when she came to play varsity for me, it was so frustrating for her because she never was able to play like she was used to playing, and it was so frustrating. Yeah, in golf, you still have to walk those holes. That's true. It's a little different from being able to do that side step. I mean, you still got to walk, so it's still not good. I'm sitting here, like I'm literally sitting here rubbing my knee. I'm sitting here rubbing my knee like it's mine. Whoo, the fact that Juju couldn't walk off her own, but then again, what's her pain tolerance, Yeah, we'll know soon enough. Before signing off, you may check for that YouTube sports doctor. He is usually pretty quick for a big name injury. Okay. Yeah, that's why I figured we'd know something. All the surgeons in the city. Good point, Sueda. All right. All right. Bring the game back, y'all. Bring the game back, please. Oh, man. Marlene, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. You guys see? I see that. I'll still never forget when Derrick Rose went down with his injury. Which one, Freedom? It seems like he was injured so much. They said on TV she will not return tonight. Nah, RC, I don't think so. I mean, we were sitting here watching it, and many of us weren't even sure if there was any contact at all. Like, first of all, like I said, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but this is what I had said a few plays ahead when Juju didn't give up the ball in the 2-on-1 break. In the same situation here, she's going into two people, and you can see, if you see a full range, her teammate is wide open on the left. That's where I'm like, give the ball up. Can't change it now, but plays like that and decisions like that make a huge difference. Always trying to get bailed out on a free throw is just not good. It's not good for the game, and it's not good for you as a player. Give the ball up sometimes. And to me, that comes down to coaching, and that's part of my issues with the coach. I kind of feel like she, you don't want to steal her fire completely, but you want her to have freedom, because that's what, you want Juju to be Juju. So she's got to have certain freedom. You can't totally take that freedom out, but you've got to listen. I'm not in their practices, so I don't know what she's saying. I'm just saying, when I watch, I just see too much 1-on-2 or 3 basketball. And that's hard, man. That's hard on your body. Most of these kind of injuries are when our body's tired, overworked. Well, no, I hear you, RC. And they booed and all that, but I expect that to be the case from USC fans, because they're emotional about it. It's Juju, and they're going to see things with USC eyes. Now I don't know that it was dirty. I did, on the different angle, it seemed like she did get bumped, but we also slowed it down and saw Juju had her elbow out. I did see a bump, but I didn't see anything dirty. I see one player going into taking on 2 defenders. How do you not get bumped in that situation? It's tough. I just think everybody was playing basketball, and her knee, and it's just sad either way. She'll go into defenders. I did a whole video on this. I did a whole video on her reliance on the special whistle. Okay, here's the coach. Let's see what she says. All right, so you heard the coach. USC Keck medicine staff and will not return. Okay, so the coach says she's, all she said was she won't be back, and she's getting evaluated. This team will rally around her. She's given this community so much. She's a tough kid, and she'll be fine. It definitely wasn't a dirty. April, when you say I'm not sure. I missed some comments. Are you asking me a question that I missed? If you did, please ask again, because I missed it. Oh, Tiona said, that came from Kelly Marie. I did a video yesterday in which I unveiled it, and then I brought it down here. So thank you, Kelly Marie, in the live right now. I think still in the live with us. That it came this weekend. So I'm not sure where I'm going to keep these. I think I might, but for now, that's where it is. I might have another one on this side over here. We'll see how it goes. But I like it right there because it's right next to my team that I coached, and the colors just go together really well. So, yeah. Yes, Iowa Hawkeyes. So, yeah. Well, that's all they know. Not coming back tonight. $27.52. Mississippi needs to do something. I'm staying up for them. I'll be up anyway, but I'm watching this. Let's go. Okay, there you go. Okay, Mississippi. Mississippi. Iowa will be better next season, but that was a hard way to go out today. So who's gonna take Lucy Olson's spot? They lost Caitlin, and now Lucy. Who's running the point for Iowa? Oh yeah, UCLA for sure. See smoke. I'd rather that too. I picked Notre Dame though. Of course, Tennessee is my number one. After Tennessee, Notre Dame. Addie Deal. Anthony, what's up? In the house. Addie Deal, he says. Freshman. Okay. I'll send you pics of my basketball. It's very nice. There's a lot of embroidery on the ball itself. Yes, send it to me. Thank you, Tina. Maybe Guyton will play. They just said they had an MRI machine in the building and was wheeled out the building. Oh, man. I hope it's good news. I pray it's good news for her. Well, I got to check out Addison Deal then. Addison Deal is the real deal. Oh, wow. Now they got to be separated. Guys, relax. See the emotions? The emotions are up. And now Kiki's just trying to sing with her. Listen, Freedom, you haven't lived until you had to have I mean, I shouldn't say it like that. But I don't like MRIs either. But I've had to have brain MRIs. And that is the worst. The worst. I mean, it's bad enough that you're all the way in there. If you know anything about brain MRIs, they put this thing over your face. It's terrible. And I've had several, and I'm supposed to have one every year, but I think my doctor said he felt like I didn't have to do that. This next year. And it's like a catcher's mask, but it's like this hard, and it's right over your face. And you're just lying there, and it is a long time. It's the worst. And the first time I had one was on a Tuesday. Come to find out later that day that the hospital didn't do the full one that they were supposed to do. So I had to go back on Thursday and do it again. I was so upset. But yeah, that's just rough. Okay. Kiki's doing her thing. Yeah, that was the first two I ever had, but I probably had about 3 since. It's unlike anything you can imagine. It's only the peace of God that's gotten me through it. And the foul. Yeah. Oh wow, you wish Fearbach wasn't returning? I think with that information, the injury sounds serious. Well, Donna says I was on an MRI study, but it was just on my body, which was a few hours. What was it? Anything what sounds like you with your, yeah, it's something. It's one of those things. You just, and I literally pray. And that second time when I had to do it in 2 days, God had given me so much peace that I literally, it's so weird. It was so weird that I actually, when it was over, I almost was disappointed that it was over. That was total God's intervention. That was the second one I ever had. And I think I've had 3 or 4, but I don't think I have to do it every year now. And she's picking it up right now. Oh, yes. It is 34-60 in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And Mississippi is just getting blown out. They keep showing the same people. Are those they wouldn't be like Juju's family, would they? I doubt they would still be there. Would they be with her? Yes, he is amazing. That was just amazing. Adrienne, make sure you tune in to see what college school, top high school prospect, Aaliyah Chavez. You guys are up on all of this. Amen, Donna. Truth. Yep. Yeah, USC doing the thing. Not quite as exciting as if Juju would be in, but Mississippi, I don't know. Kiki has 23 points. She's 11 for 15 from the field. Thank you, Richard. That was the notification. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let me see. I was glad Ohio State lost. Yeah. For real. Yeah, vitamin C drop. Let me see. What was I looking at? Oh, if it's not serious, Hartley. If it's not serious, they are not sitting her out. Let me write her name down. Aaliyah Chavez. I got a fire t-shirt about to drop. About to drop. I used to have Achilles tendonitis in both my Achilles. I had to wear a boot. I needed a boot in both feet, but I couldn't walk. So they put the boot on the worst foot. And I had to stop playing basketball. It was like torture. Little time of not playing basketball began to heal up. I had big old knots in the back of my on my Achilles. Oh wow. Chavez wanted $1 million a year. And LSU told her to take a walk. She's all about money and not playing for the love. But this is not even their fault, Harley. This is one of the reasons why I think student athletes should be student athletes. I know there are a lot of people who disagree, but when you start bringing the money into it, it's a whole different ball game, and I don't like it. Again, I know that there are differing opinions about that, but I just don't like it. I just think it just does something. It just diminishes something. And I hear people like Stephanie White, well, she thinks they should get something, but that it shouldn't be what we've made it out to be, you know? And you got some players who are millionaires and other players who have nothing. And then they're trying to figure out their NIL deals and how they're going to have their practice time when they've got the NIL obligations and their kids. It's just, and then now they're doing it with high schoolers. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't like it. She don't want to play anywhere but Texas. I guess so. April, make sure you send me that picture of that. Mm-hmm. Oh my, 63-34. So Stephanie says each player should get a stipend. I say their stipend for most of them is a free education. But I mean, I could get down with that. But the millions and millions, and like I said, they're doing it now for high school kids. I mean, you can't even NBA players can't even handle what comes with all the money they make and stuff. So I don't thrifty. I have a problem with the portal too, except for rare situations. It just starts to seem like an out instead of honoring commitments. Amor says I turned the game off. And that's another thing, Basil, about the collegiate sports. And the same thing too. Oh, Texas. We were talking about the ladies leaving early. That's another thing too. It ruins it hurts the college game as well. Exactly, Richard. That's what I keep trying to say. You know, that's what I keep saying. It's not able to handle it. Yeah, Scorpion High School. I did a video a few months ago that Candace Parker, she's like the I forgot what her title is with Adidas, but she signed that oh my goodness, I forgot the girl's name. She's a high school player. She's incredible. She's the first high schooler to sign with Adidas. She is incredible. I don't remember her name, but I showed some highlights in this video. And she got the Adidas deal. And I'm like, oh wow. I feel like they're trying to make up for all the years when, you know, the people in the past didn't make anything and didn't get the attention and all that. But one of the things, Basil, that Stephanie White had said was that she doesn't feel like the way NIL is working right now, it's not sustainable. At some point, it's gonna give. It's just not sustainable. Mm-hmm. That's true, Richard. They need to stop it completely. If there's this much money available, they can start a developmental league. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to go back. That's what happens when they start. That's like if you're from New York or you're in New York and they start setting up tolls for you to pay toll to go up across the bridge. They say it's going to be temporary. It never is. Same thing with the government. It's never temporary. Right? There's a saying out there somewhere. I don't remember how it goes, but it's not temporary. I said NIL is sustainable as long as the money in the world. I don't know. I forgot. Texas, I forgot the exact point that Stephanie White was making. I don't know if it was it was a really good point. I wish I could remember it, but I don't know if it was the amount of talent involved, the amount of money that has to be expended, but it was something to do with that. She made a good point, but I just don't recall. Yeah, a lot of them have been adults that have gone broke. Yeah. Yeah. It's just not a good thing. I'm Kalina. Thank you, Harley. Thank you so much. Kalina Smith. That's a high schooler. I got the first Adidas NIL deal. Yes. Haley Van Lith. I'm actually gonna do a video. Plan to do a video on her, something that I saw. Now, she's been to like 3 different schools. And like I said, for except for extreme circumstances, I'm not in favor of it. But I like her. I like her faith. How much she appreciates everything. So be looking for a video on that. She about to shoot it again. All right, number 24, Mississippi said, I'm just gonna fly in here. Antoine Walker. He went broke too. Whenever I think of people who went broke, like musicians, I think of MC Hammer. Remember, musician, not athlete, but he was trying to give away all his money, hiring his friends and all this stuff. Yes, Donna, you talking about? Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. He said bipolar. That's not bipolar. That's 1, 2, 3. That's tripolar, RC. Oh, wow. Bankruptcy. That's just wild. And for 3, no. Kiki is doing work. Lindy, do you mean when pros could not play in the Olympics? Flage is all about. Wow. Flage is about that. Sounds like she's about that generational worth, that generational wealth, smart decisions. Yep. Allen Iverson, too. Yep. Hey, listen, there's scripture for that, right? He who is faithful in little is faithful in much. Those who are not faithful in little are probably not going to be faithful in much either, unless they learn a different way. And having too much too fast is not good for young, particularly for younger people. 71-37. Iverson had a trust fund with Reebok worth $32 million that he lost. My goodness. Mississippi said, "Can we go home?" He was real bad with a lot of things. Oh man, she's great. Lauren, you talking about Flage? This is the best game they played. Yeah, looks like they're sharing the basketball. How misses offensive rebound. Mississippi gets it. Skip pass. Okay. Nice, Mississippi. 42-71. Timeout. It is hard, Shane. It is so. It's hard to watch because some of the. I mean, these. I don't. First of all, though, it's not just the tournament. It's difficult to watch. I mean, a lot of the women's college basketball games throughout the entire season are blowouts. I mean, it's just, to me, I just don't want to sit and watch a bunch of blowouts, which is probably why I don't know a lot of these players. I should know, because I don't want to sit there. I got too much to do to sit there and watch these 40-point blowouts. And it's not just in the tournament. It just seems worse in the tournament. Like, what can we do, or what can they do to make these games more competitive? I know it comes down to recruiting and all that. It's going to be really hard to compete against the UConns and the South Carolinas, and and it's tough to sit through. Why is Kiki still in the game? There's the question. Here's the question again. Yeah, these super stacked teams. Douglas said, why is Kiki still in the game? Oh, man. I mean, Gino. What's he want to say? I think I missed. Oh, it looks like USC got taller. All I saw was trees streaking down the court just now. Tall girls. Gino got he got Paige out early, and then he put her back in because it was her last home game of her college career. So he made sure she got back in so that she could get her ovation when she left. That's what you should do as a coach. So he got her back in. She hit her 34th point. He tried to call a timeout. The official didn't see the timeout, but then he got the timeout like 2 seconds later, or somebody got the timeout, and then he was able to get her off so she could get her, her ovation. But he didn't, he at least had taken her out earlier. So, the big talent gap. Okay, yeah, because it is, and I've said that in several of my on several of my live streams. It's just hard to watch, and I don't know how to shore that up. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe people, if it's my team, like back in the day, I wanted to see Tennessee spank a team, or the Houston Comets, but just a team where I don't have any dog in the fight, as they say. I don't want to see that. This looks like college versus high school right now. Right there. Look at Kiki. It's Kiki. It's time to take her out of the. Okay, so there's less than a minute left in the third quarter. Will the coach have her in for the beginning of the fourth quarter also? What do you think? AZ Fudd, isn't she done, or did she say she was coming back? She's coming back. Okay. Oh, 34. Was it her career high? Wow. And she got to, if you didn't see it, she got to speak on behalf of the seniors and thank everybody and say how proud she was to live out her dream. And, how much she appreciates being able to play in the UConn jersey. Oh, my goodness gracious. Just took her to school. Oh, man. 42-75, end of the third quarter. Exactly, Thrifty. The talent gap will be even larger with NIL. Even the men's tournament, all the underdogs are gone. Yes. Yeah, that was the thing, right? Believe it or not, it was Olympics. What wasn't, that wasn't for the professionals. And now it's only for the professionals. That's okay. Is Arkansas considered an underdog? Anybody know? So on Friday night, let's see, we are going to have for Friday at some point. Where are we? UCLA, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Maryland this week, that weekend. This is when it gets good. I don't think we're having too many blowouts in this Sweet 16. Mm-hmm. Women's games get interesting during the Sweet 16. Yep. That's right. Quadruple J. I need that Kiki Boston backcourt. You mean that front court? $42-75. I told y'all I'm like this. If I go to sleep, if I just go to sleep. I don't know. Where Kiki's playing right now, she might be able to be on that front court. She might be able to be in that back court. Noel Quinn. Oh no. Sarge, where'd you see that? I hope that's not right. Oh man, please no. Okay, so let me see. I'm just seeing them talk about slow-mo. Athlon Sports has a piece up. It says Juju Watkins is proven to be one of the best college. Okay, let me skip through this. With 4:43 left in the opening quarter, says that as she drove to the hoop, she made contact with the defenders before falling down awkwardly. Watkins was down for some time in clear pain, grabbing her right knee. She later had to be escorted back to the locker room. A slow motion video of Watkins' injury was released on social media. College basketball fans were in disbelief after watching Watkins go down in slow motion, taking to social media to leave their thoughts. Yeah, her knee collapsed before she even got hit. That is not good, one fan said. Okay, so others are seeing it like we saw it. At first, Juju's knee goes out before she even got hit. Man, I hope she's okay, added another. That knee gave out 100% ACL, so blank, unfortunate, wrote a third. Not gonna lie, it looks like she hyperextended both. It just hurts to look at her bad. Look at so bad, man. Hope it's nothing major. My heart is literally broken. Something, man, definitely ACL. These people are saying anyway, non-contact, and the knee caved in, wishing her a speedy recovery. If Watkins would have missed any time, it would be a massive blow for USC. And if fans' worst fears of an ACL tear is true, she could potentially miss a good portion. She left the game with 3 points, 1 rebound. Okay. So it wasn't just us. Reading that article, a lot of fans are saying the same thing, that it went before the contact. Yeah, Monica, she had to be carried off. And they are, we're praying it's not an ACL injury, but I can show it for those who are just coming on. I can show it to you in here, but it wasn't pleasant, to say the very least. So I'll show it. I'll show it here. I'm going to show it again for those who are just joining us and haven't seen it. Here we go. All right. Here it is.
Her right knee.
Sorry. All right. Here it goes.
Defense from the Trojans, and Watkins goes down hard, and she's grabbing her right knee, quickly grimacing in pain. Juju's face telling the story and being carried off the court, opposite end from the U.S.
Okay, so that was for those who didn't see it. And we did see a different angle at one point. That's the same angle. At least I don't understand these people who put these silly faces up. Okay, so here's the other angle. For those who haven't seen the other angle. That's not a good angle right there in that one. I had a different angle. But yeah. So all the silly memes and whatever these things are called, GIFs, GIFs, whatever. Anyway. Okay. 007 Angelo. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate that very much. And yes, it is very sad to see. Very sad to see. And we'll see. We're still waiting on what the report is. Maybe it's just a meniscus tear, which is extremely painful when it happens. Let's hope for her sake. Oh, man. I mean, in this situation, pertaining the coach, I mean, in this situation, obviously Juju would still be in the game. I mean, the game had barely started. So, Yeah, but yeah, Kiki's still in the game, right? I mean, we'll see when she comes back. Is she still going to be in the game? It just doesn't make sense to me, the decisions that she makes. Yeah, I don't understand. Ugh. She'd be out there. Yeah, if Juju didn't get hurt, she would be out there, and that wouldn't be good either. And that's she hurt her ankle the last game. She only needs 3 more buckets to gloat about 40 points. She better take that girl out. Well, I'm not going to say that, Freedom. I don't know if that's a fair assessment. You know, it's one of those situations where you're just like, I don't know. I just don't blame her for not. I just don't blame her. She just kind of trying to take it in, probably like, oh my goodness, what am I going to see? You know. So hopefully Kiki's not in. Like, Harley, did Paige declare already? I mean, I know she gave her speech tonight, and it's that was her last home game there. So my guess is that she I thought maybe when I saw that, I was like, well, she must have already made her intentions clear. Sherry's back. Yes, she did declare. I thought so because she said her speech. Let's see what Scott Van Pelt is saying. I agree, Brian. And guys, this is what I've been saying. This is exactly what I've been saying. And of course, people just want to go, oh, you're a hater. And I'm like, no, it's just the style of basketball. I mean, even when we look back at that play, there was a player, her teammate, wide open. That's what I was trying to say. It's not being a hater. It's about a playing a style that doesn't just try to draw contact. Is Kiki still out there? No. Oh my goodness, she's still out there. I don't understand this coach. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. This is absolutely ridiculous. And she just missed. Now she's on the floor. So they're showing some. Flage says, I pray Juju's okay. Aaliyah Boston, prayers up. Sydney Colson saying a prayer for her now. Izzy, no Juju. Angel, prayers for Juju, and some more. Yeah, there's zero excuse in this fourth quarter that are they leaving now? Finally taking her out. Okay. So finally. Two players in USC still got their warm-ups on. Ridiculous unless they're injured. Smooth Will, you just joined us. Juju went down, and we're praying it's not an ACL early in the game. It was horrible. You can go on Twitter, just put her name, and it's all over the place. I just re-showed the injury, but I don't know if my stomach can take seeing it again. So she went down real early. It's I don't know. You just gotta watch. Yep. We're praying it's not as bad as it looked. Well, man. Oh man. This girl's all over the place. It's just bad looking basketball in Mississippi, but she makes it to the line. All right, GM. Thank you for hanging out. Sorry it ended up being a downer to start. But thank you for hanging with us. $47.90 with 5:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Retired soon, 11. You have a good night too. Thank you for hanging out. $47.90. My goodness. BJ, you heading out, BJ? Her coach reminds me, if you may not remember who she is. She actually reminds me of Mackenzie. I don't know if you know of Mackenzie Phillips. You older folks will remember Mackenzie Phillips, the actress from One Day at a Time. Julie, she played Julie on One Day at a Time. That's what she reminds me of. She still has two of her best players on the court. Her bench should be totally cleared right now. I know. See Smoke, same thing. Like I wanted to go in the first quarter, but I wanted to see what news they had. Yeah, Mackenzie Phillips. That's what she reminds me of. Always has. Okay, so she takes the senior out. $49.95 with 4+ minutes to go. Yes, she was skinny. It's amazing how many empty seats they have. She did, Smoothwell. Yep, for some time. All right, D. Good night. LSU and North Carolina. Yeah, I'm listen. This next round, I think we need to see. I need to go live for more of these. And hopefully, not gonna be these blowouts in the next one. Good night, Sheila. You guys are funny though. I'm like, we only have 3 minutes to go. LA crowds come late and leave early. But they haven't been packing the house out anyway. No, she blew the layup. Come on now, when you get your minutes, you got to make them count. Got to make them count. Kelly Marie, good night. Good night. 2. A live for the Alabama Maryland game would have been great. I know, right? The thing is, you don't even know until it starts. And some of these have been such blowouts. I'm just like, no way. All right. So they're bringing somebody else in. Stands have been empty for most of these games. Yeah. St. John's is out. Excuse me. Exactly. With 3 minutes left, she could have one person in there playing. Shoot. 55-95, 3:07 to go. Please put us out of our misery. And they're not even touching the ball. Come on now. Good night, King's Kid girl. Have a good night. Yes. 2:47 to go. Here comes Mississippi. This should be a 40-point mercy rule, right? Mercy on the rest of us. And they're still shooting threes. Like maybe NCAA tournament is different, but typically you tell them to run through the offense. You don't chuck up threes, but I know they haven't been playing some of these players, so they just want to get theirs. All right, good night, Tool. There's only 2:25 to go. That's why I like the plus 11 unrivaled fourth quarter. Okay, I hear you. More at first, like I didn't think I was gonna like that. Before I did something on that before it even started, but I ended up liking that at plus 11. Smooth Will, I did a video on that too. I'm hoping to do so, Basil. That's my hope. I knew this might have been a blowout too. I was aware of that, but I figured, hey, I'd give it a try. And now they just trying to get their points, so they're gonna get fouled. Yeah, so I'm hoping to do some lives for Friday. I picked the wrong game. I picked the one where I was most available. I just said, okay, let's do it. I was available. 57-95. And it's not even one of the biggest blowouts we've seen in this tournament. And a missed free throw. Okay. I hear you. XYZ. It definitely took the oxygen out. Good night, Pope. Yeah. There were some good ones that I missed too. But I had no idea that they would be good ones. Yeah, Sherry. I mean, seeing what we saw, I guess I prefer to see it with you guys than to have been sitting there watching it. 1:11 to go. Mercy. Huh. 101 to go. Kentucky and Kansas. That was that 1 point game. 1 point. That gave me a loss in my bracket. That was the 1 pointer, right? Who is that USC the USC player who entered the portal? Somebody I didn't know her name. 44 to go. 59-96.
For a conversation after her fantastic night when she went with 36 points on 16 of 22 shooting. No need to take a foul.
Bad basketball buddies. Okay. Air on to the Sweet 16. 59-96. And yet I'm sure that doesn't feel quite like they want it to feel right now. And they're going to talk to Kiki. I don't know. It was hard to watch. People just stepped up and played basketball. And what they were able to accomplish and what they did through adversity tonight. On Friday, I don't know who's playing Friday and who's playing Saturday. Doesn't have the dates on it. It just says the 28th through the 29th. But somewhere this weekend, we got UCLA versus Ole Miss, South Carolina versus Maryland, LSU, North Carolina State, North Carolina, and Duke, USC and Kansas State, Texas and Tennessee, Notre Dame, TCU, Oklahoma, UConn. Is Holly Rowe that short or is Kiki that tall? Everything our coaches have for us and knowing that we're more than capable to win this game. You transferred to USC with parts of you, and here you are in this moment getting to take this team to the Sweet 16. What does it mean to you? I just want to thank God. This season has been very tough for me, and honestly, without him, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be able to have the performance that I had today. Thank God. Thank God. And I'm just super happy that we're still dancing. I want you to enjoy this moment, but Aokalia waits with Kansas State. She's going to be a tough post matchup for you. What does this team have left in them for Spokane to keep going? Well, we have 4 great post players to kind of rotate on her. They also have to defend us, so I'm not super worried. I know our coaches will have a great scout for us, so if anything, I'm just more excited. All right. When did super become the word that everybody uses? Well, we wish her just well wishes, and, we'll see what happens. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, 1 or 2 questions about Juju is fine, but to constantly push it like that, what else is she supposed to say? You know what I mean? Like, what else is she supposed to say? They're already obviously concerned about her. She expresses that they're concerned about her. Then, don't keep it with the same questions. I mean, what's she supposed to say? She's been playing basketball. She's not back there. God is a good, good God. So good to us. He's a good, good father. That's who you are. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on that. I just saw it. Cheesy. was so cool. And it was on Sports Spectrum. Sports Spectrum is led by Jason Romano, who used to be an executive producer at ESPN and is a friend of mine. My assistant coach was his brother, Chris Romano. All right, so yeah, smooth, not too bad, depending on the song. We're still waiting, Bob. Still waiting on the news. Even he said that it was already giving way. That's just weird. Whew. Sarah Ashley Barker. I'm gonna write that one down. Okay, so he's gonna say asking Holly what she knows. No MRI. Hmm. What did I miss in the handshake line? What did I miss in the handshake line? I saw somebody put a comment in here about it, and Holly Rowe is talking about it. What happened? Now he backs up and says there is contact after he said non-contact. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear that? So he originally said non-contact. And then he came back and said something different. I guess I wasn't paying attention to in the line, but apparently they had to be separated. The teams, and every time the player had the ball, everybody in the fans were everybody in the stands were booing and everything. But apparently I missed the line. I'm sure it'll be on social media somewhere. But that somebody on the team tried to fight the other team or tried to get in their face. It's just a shame. Like, it's something else. Oh, they didn't show it. Well, somebody in our comments said drama in the line, in the handshake line, so somebody knew it. So the fans were booing and words were exchanged. And that's the thing. This is basketball. It's a contact sport. It happens. So then to try to make the person, it was nothing dirty about what we saw. Nothing dirty. Okay, Mississippi State players did nothing. Mercy. Pray for Mississippi State safety. Yeah, because in the age of social, and even just the social media part, the harassment, of course you can turn off social media for sure, but yeah, pray for their safety because yeah, I mean, it's just it happens. You know what I mean? It happens, and it's sad and it's unfortunate. And we pray that she's fine. Oh, I heard the commenter say handshake line isn't perfect, and so they didn't show it. Okay. Well, what city do they play in again? Anyway, wishing her the best. So let's see. I'm getting there. Yeah, so they play in LA. And yeah, it is what it is there. They never show things like they should. I guess they didn't want to show that. It took them a while to show the replay too. See what did I say about the narratives? Once Holly stated how crazy he got in the handshake line. There, yep, the ESPN talking heads. And somebody must have said something in his, maybe somebody said something in his ear, or maybe he was just listening to her because he said no contact. Her knee just went. And then he went back and he said, oh, there was contact. He don't want them after him. Holly Rowe. And she said, well, Holly Rowe did say, she said, I've seen, been around this a lot. I've seen a lot of injuries. She would be surprised if it's not significant, but they don't have most 30-point games. Maya Moore and Paige Beckers, they both have 2 UConn history. They don't have an MRI, so they took her out to where it can be evaluated. So she said in the building they can do like ligament tests and things like that, but they can't do the MRI. So my guess is she's already had it by now. All right. She got booed every time. Yeah, again, it's not anybody's fault for sure, right? We know that, but you know how fans can be. But if anything too, and it's not Juju's fault per se, but she's got to give that ball up in that situation. I mean, she's got to give the ball up. And that's something that she's going to have to work on, because going into 2 people when one person is open to you why? I don't understand. And that's just the weird thing. We had just said that a play or 2 before, Anyway, I do wish her well, be praying for her, and we'll know more soon enough. I wish her well, man. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. This didn't kind of go the way we expected. Well, I don't know about the blowout part, but the Juju part certainly didn't want to see. All right, everybody. So hopefully we will be up to doing some other stuff Friday for Sweet 16. They won't do it with that either. It's not an emergency. There's no rush. If it's torn, you can't tear it again. Oh, man. All right, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you for every comment, every like, every donation, everything, right? And catch you soon, God willing. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.